Well, wait a minute. Why don't we see ore coming up the line there? Oh, because did I turn this off? That would be why. Welcome back, everybody, to Satisfactory. I'm an old guy gaming, and in this episode, we are going to get started working with assemblers. But before we get started with that, let's take a look and see where we're at here in the MAM. I think we wanted to do this, but we needed more reinforced plates. Oh, that's right, because we need to make reinforced plates, and that's the first thing we're going to do with the assemblers. I've got a few, but I want to hang on to those. So yeah, we'll hold off on MAM stuff for just a little bit longer. All right, so assemblers require rotors themselves in order to be built. Here's the recipe for them. So we need reinforced plates, rotors, and cable. So what we're going to do is we're going to just make some of these by hand. Let me see, how many does it want? It wants 4 per assembler. Okay. We're going to have multiple assemblers when it's all said and done, but we're really only working with one assembler today. So let's just make 4 rotors here. All right, that's done, and we have plenty of plates to make one assembler and plenty of cables. So let's head on over here. So I'm trying to think how we're going to make this work. So we got some space over here, and we can keep expanding out here, and we will keep expanding out here. We're going to have to dodge around our miner because I think it's lined up with this foundation. So we'll figure that one out when we come. We'll probably just have like a little gap around it, and we'll put some rails and stuff down. But what I generally have in mind is to continue putting the refiners and the constructors over in this area, and like I said, we can expand more that way as needed, and then have the assemblers maybe over on this side, and then their bins with the final product. So that's the general plan for now, and we're going to go with that and see how things go. I'm probably just going to leave all of this alone over here, because the grass is sticking up. Well, either that or maybe we'll actually put an assembler over it and try and cover it up. I don't know, we'll see. If we do that, I might end up just taking this plant out. I mean, there's plenty more, so it's not like we absolutely have to keep it there. But anyway, let's do this. Let's go ahead and make an assembler, and we're just going to make it and plop it down so we can look at the recipes. This isn't obviously where it's going to actually stay, but for those of you who are new to the game, this is an assembler. What makes it different from a constructor is that it takes 2 separate product inputs and then outputs. It assembles those 2 things together and outputs it as one more advanced product. So that's what these guys do. And these are the things we're going to be making in the assembler. We'll need the smart plating for this, the space elevator to advance to tiers 3 and 4. And then we're going to need all of this stuff for other things too. Some things like fabric and black powder, we won't be setting up an actual assembly line for that stuff. We'll just manually feed those things into the assembler because we don't need them in massive quantities. But smart plating, rotors, reinforced plates, and modular frames we do. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with this. So we're going to need iron plates and screws to come into this assembler in order to then make reinforced plates. So 30 per minute on the iron plating. I think these are actual 1-to-1 ratios here. Let's pop down a constructor really quick and just look at the recipes. So for the plates, oh no, it only outputs 20 per minute. Damn it, Jim. And this can take in 30, so that means we need to either overclock this to produce 40 per minute. I'm sorry, 30 per minute. Or we put 2 of these in and then underclock them both so they're both together only outputting 30 per minute. So if we were going to go, the nice thing about the overclock method is it's less machinery we have to put up. So if we were going to do that, we're going to need to finish our research here. Let's look at this again. Power slugs. So cable's not a problem. We got tons of cable. Let me just make up some reinforced plates. It's not going to take me that long. Okay, so we made 50 of those. Let's grab our yellow power slug. And let's grab the purple one too. And power slugs. Start research. Very good. And then this guy's going to require 25 of the modular frames. Let's just make those two. It's not going to take that long. All right. Now we should be able to finish out our power slug research. And there we go. Yeah, power shards in here. Okay. So this power shard 2 requires 2 yellow. Power shard 5 requires 1 purple. Okay, let's just make a blue, a single blue. Well, it looks like that's all we can make anyways. We'll craft this and see if that should be enough, I think, to overclock this. Okay, so again, we want this plate. We want this to output 30 plates per minute. So if we go here and we put this in here, and then adjust the target to 30. Yep, it'll work exactly. Okay. So by doing that, I'm just trying to see. It doesn't tell us what the power draw is going to be because I guess because it's not turned on or it hasn't adjusted yet. But that should work for us because then we only have to set one of these things up. Okay. Now the power draw is going to be pretty substantial, but I mean we still have. We're not even at half our capacity yet. Yeah, see, we have 360, and we're not even at half the capacity, so we're fine as far as that goes. I am, having to fill the bioburners up more, but it won't be too much longer before we get to coal power, and then we won't have to worry about that anyway. Okay, so we figured that part out. So let's take this back out for now. And then on the other one, we need 60 screws per minute. So what are you doing on your output? 50 per minute. So again, we could overclock one of these cast screw machines to do 60 per minute, and then we're golden. So that means we're going to have to make another power shard battery thingamadoodle, which we can do. So if we were to put our assembler if we were to set it like this, maybe right in the center there, does a pretty good job of covering up the grass. I could hold it even closer to these, but we're going to need to run some lines through there, I think. All right, here. Let's pick this back up. Let's try something else. So I'm just going to put a couple smelters here. That's input and input. Yeah, let's just set a couple more here. We'll line them up with these for the moment anyways, so they look good. And we have plenty of room to put stuff on that side. We will have to wrap it around though, but we can do that. Okay, and then we're going to need 2 constructors. So those will need to take the input of these guys. Let's turn it this way. We're going to actually have to go over on this side because this is our roadway. So we'd have to set these guys up like here maybe. It's just too bad there isn't a way we could get rid of the grass is all, but it's just the way it works, I guess. All right, I'll tell you what. Let me give this a think, and I'll bring you guys back when I have a plan. All right, guys, I think I have a plan here. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with our smelters. I'm not going to put them over here because I got to thinking that, you know, this is the copper section, and I don't want to put some of the iron smelters in the copper section and then have them crisscross over here. I mean, I certainly could do that, but that's not the way I want to do it. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to grab a smelter, and we're going to come over here. We're going to put it right in the middle with the input, the input on this side. And I want to make sure that the foot of that is right on this little grate looking thing. Okay, and that's smack dab in the center, right? Okay, let's put another one down. Line it right up so they're both exactly even with one another. That's a beautiful thing. All right, now what we're going to do is we're going to pop in a couple of these, and we're just going to put them this way, like so. Okay, now we're going to get a constructor. I'm going to come over here, put the input on that side, make sure they're lined up. And we're going to go forward till it touches, then we're going to come back 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Copy that and put that one in the same spot. Now what we can do is we can just take our elevators and they'll connect right up to each other. And we don't even have to put a conveyor belt in or anything. Okay, I did not get that lined up correctly though, did I? This is off. This one is off. Because I bumped it up against there instead of putting it in the center of the tile. So we'll fix that. There, that should work. And then just turn that around till it goes click. And that little click noise is telling you that it's connected. Okay, so it's tight, but I can still walk through here as needed. Okay, now we got that part done. Now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to come over here, and we're going to, yeah, that'll work. Okay, now we're going to grab our assembler, and we're going to put the inputs on this side, and we're just going to line that. Nope, sorry, I bumped the mouse right as I hit the button. Let's do this again. Okay, we want the symbol lined up right with the construct. I did it again. Damn it, Jim. Got it out. It's very sensitive. There, right there. All right, so that's lined up. Beautiful. Okay, we're going to put a an elevator here and just turn it to the left. And we're going to put an elevator here and turn it to the right. And attach these two together, like so. We're going to do the same thing here. Elevator here, turn it to the right, but this time we're going to go 1, 2, 3. Let's go 4, just to make sure we have plenty of clearance. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn it this way. And run a conveyor line to this one. Very good. Okay. Now, we're going to set you up for cast screw production. Okay. At 12. Wait, what are you going to... You're going to output 50 per minute. So we want to overclock you so you're doing 60 per minute. So let's put one of these in here. We crank that all the way up. No, not all the way up. We just need it to do 60 per minute. So that'll be 120%. Okay. That should be good there. And then you're going to be doing plates. And you can do 20 per minute. We need 30 per minute though, so that should be 150. Yep, 30 per minute. Okay, great. So that's taken care of. And then what we're going to do is we're going to come back over here. We're going to grab a storage box. And I don't think I'm going to do the big double up thing here. Well, we'll double it. We'll do 2 instead of 4. And the reason for that is it takes a lot longer to produce these more advanced materials. So we're not going to fill it up as fast as we're filling that stuff up. But what we will do is we'll do a double. Okay, so let's get that there. We'll bump it there, and then we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, put this one on here. Flip it the other way. Get ourselves this, and then that to there. We'll have to run a conveyor into there. Okay, so that takes care of all of that. We want to set you up to do reinforced plate. So we already set up the iron plates for 30 per minute, the screws for 60 per minute. We don't have to overclock this. This is ready to go. That takes care of all that. All right, now here's what we're going to do for the iron access. What we're going to do is we're going to take and put a couple of these conveyor lift holes. We're going to put them right in front of these guys, just like so. And then we can pop in a conveyor lift on each one of those and have them go down below. Okay, that's looking good. Before we go down below, let's get our power going for this setup here. So we're going to grab this power line and we're going to put it right in the center of these two guys here, except for we didn't get it right in the center. So let's try that again. Boom. And then we can run power to you and power to you. And can we get power over there without clipping anything? No, it's going to go right through the thing. That's not a problem. We're just going to grab another power pole and put it right here. And then grab this guy and power that guy up. Okay, so we got the power going up here. I think we're in pretty good shape overall. You guys need to be set, of course, to do iron ingots. And you're going to both be outputting 30 per minute. You need 30 per minute in, so you're good. Well, we overclocked you, so you're going to need more than 12.5 per minute, I think, anyways. We'll have to wait and see what happens once everything fires up. Oh, we need to get power to that one too, don't we? To both of them. We only powered up the smelters. That one's already maxed out. Okay, let's take this one off here. Put this one here. And then let's run another line down to the center here. And I don't think we can get across there without clipping, so we're going to have to... I don't like that that's maxed out because we might need to tap into it later. So let's put a pole here. Okay. And we will disconnect this one. And we can do this and this. There we go. Okay. So yeah, this should adjust once it gets started. And we'll take a look at it and see what it's doing. All right. Now we can head down below. So let's do that next. Now, if you guys remember, hey, there's Doggo. Don't run away, buddy. Keep in mind, too, as usual, I am recording a bunch of episodes back-to-back, so I don't always see your comments in real time. But I do read your comments, definitely take them into consideration, and definitely appreciate them. All right, now, I guess I already have this set up. I was going to take it back down and redo it for you. Well, let's take it back down and redo it for you, because it's kind of cool how it came together. Just pretend you didn't see that. Okay, so we are now down below, and if you guys recall, we had this other miner here that I didn't actually connect, and I had run a line over to here. I'm going to leave this in place for now, in case we decide to use it again in the future. But what we're going to do here is we're going to grab a couple of conveyors or elevators, connect them here, and then I'm just going to turn them this way. Let me get back just a little bit so I can see a little more of what's going on. Okay, so we'll put that one there. We'll put that one there, facing that direction. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to get this guy in place, bring him all the way to the top, and turn him this way, like so. That's too high. Let's try that again. Let's go all the way to the top, and then bring it down till it's blue. Okay, that looks pretty close to where it needs to be. Very good. Now what we're going to do is we're going to put a splitter on here with the input. Try to see the input there, like that. We're going to put another splitter on here with the input. Won't let me adjust the input. Why won't it? All right, let's... No, it's the right direction. And it's an input. Okay. I don't know, maybe I don't know how that changed, but let's go see if it's working now. Okay, splitter here. Oh no, first we have to put this on. What the hell did I just do? Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm in customizer mode. I accidentally assigned one of the customizer colors to my number 8 hotkey. What the hell's going on here? Okay, we want the Mark 1 lift there. Alright, now we're back in business. So this is an input like it's supposed to be. Very good. So let's put that there. Yeah. In order for everything to line up perfectly, we're going to have to make this a splitter too. Now we can make the splitter input go the right direction. That's great. Hook this guy back up, take him back up, bring him back down until he turns blue. Run the conveyor belt into here, and run this conveyor belt into there. Alright, I've already hooked the power up to this. We want to underclock it so it's only doing 50% for now. Here, sometimes it's easier just to type it in. I ran a power line from that post down to here and then just up to here. That's good enough for now for the power. And we should be set down here. And it looks like this is already... well, wait a minute. Why don't we see ore coming up the line there? Oh, because did I turn this off? That would be why. That would be why. All right, cool. Let's go back up. Okay, let's check everything here. So we should have ore coming up into these guys, and they should start processing any minute now. Let's just wait for the lights to turn green. Okay, I think something's not working right. Why is that ore not coming through there? That doesn't make sense. If we temporarily connect that to there and just bring it up here, is it going to bring ore up here? Yeah, it is. It's right there. So why... why doesn't that work? I don't know. I don't know. Should be coming out. That's an input on that splitter. All right, what if we... what if we do this? I wonder if it's just a proximity thing. That works. Okay, I don't know, man. I'm like really baffled as to why this isn't working. What if we reset this, bring it up here, reset this, okay, let's bring this down here and point it this way. Okay, that works. If we put a splitter on here, we need the input here. Yeah, that works. All right, let's put this down again and bring it down to here. We'll put it that way. Are those level? Yeah, I think so. All right, now we're going to put a splitter on here with the out input on that side. Let's redo this like we originally had it. Bring it up here, turn it that way. Let's see if it'll go in there. Okay, now it's working. All right, so let's grab this guy and put him down here. Does that cancel anything? No? Okay, we'll put a splitter on you. Okay, it's working now. I don't know, man. I really don't know what the deal was with that. The only change here is we don't have the, the little hole through the floor things. So let's put that back and that back. No, not there. Here. Now, are we still flowing? Yeah. Okay, so we're still flowing. The one bad thing about this is we can't really see the ore, but that's okay. The lights are green, so we know it's going. All right, now if we go here and put this back in place. Oh, see, it's not letting us do it now. I don't know. Maybe it had something to do with the proximity of these things. I guess we don't really need them there anyway, In this particular case, it looks like this is just coming up through the floor like it's supposed to. I'll tell you what, though, just for our edification, Let's try it again with those in place and see if that's what was actually causing the problem. Okay, so when you were applying this, we want that to be an input, which it currently is. Do we have to drop it below the thing to get it to show up as an output? Maybe that's how this works. So we go down, but then we drop it down another thing, so that shows as an input. I think we want it to go down to there. I'm just trying to figure this out so I know how it actually works, you know, so next time we work with it, we know what we're doing. Okay, so I believe those are now at the same level. Okay, let's just go ahead and put the splitters on here. Okay, now we'll do a belt from here to here, and a belt from here to here, and see if it all works. It appears like it is. This light should turn green in a second. There we go. All right, I don't know, maybe the deal is that you work with these. I wonder, you know, I didn't exactly do that with the setup over there. I wonder if I ended up putting 2 elevators in that thing instead of just one going all the way through. But it seems to me like the way you do it is you put the elevator on and you want to make sure it goes all the way through the tube, and then that seems to be the correct way to do it. Okay, I think we got that right. Okay. We're just a little bit smarter than we were before. It makes me want to come over here and look at this one again, though, for a second. Let's just pull this up for a minute and look at it real quick. I mean, I don't know. It seems right to me, so we're not going to mess with it. It seems right to me. Okay, so let's get back to this. We should be done here as long as I set everything up right. So let's just double check stuff. All right, so you guys are doing 30 per minute and 30 per minute. The belt is 60 per minute because the miner is 50% underclocked. You are taking in 15 ingots per minute. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on a second. All right, you're doing 30 per minute. What do you need? You need 30 per minute though, right? Well, you're taking in 45 per... Oh, because we overclocked you. Alright, you know what we have to do to make this work then? We need to merge the ingots from these 2 refiners. So this is... Because this is getting too much and this isn't getting enough. Yeah, this needs 45 per minute and this needs 15 per minute. So our input is correct. We'll just have to get them merged. Okay, that's going to change our setup here. Well, I got to figure out, is there an easy way to do that? Okay, let me work the problem. Alright guys, I think we finally got it. I had a small piece of conveyor belt that was hanging in the air on both of these guys, and I didn't see it. and I could not for the life of me get the elevators to work. And I was going, what in the hell's going on? And I fiddled with it for quite some time until I finally realized what happened. So I don't know how I'm going to edit the video, because I recorded some of that and then I got so flabbergasted by it I just stopped the recording. So I'll figure that out in editing. But anyways, we finally got this damn thing working. I mean, it shouldn't have been that difficult, but sometimes it is. All right, so let's just double check everything one last time. We know we have down below the miner running at 50%, so it's outputting 60 product per second. Okay, and we're on Mark 1 lines, of course, so that means everything's coming in at 60. We have a merger down below for these two, so this is taking in 30 per minute and outputting 30 per minute, and the buffer's full, so we're good there. Likewise here, so everything's fine with those two. This one is outputting to a splitter, which is going into this merger, and so we should have 60 per minute on this belt, and you can see that the ingots are back to back here, so that's working the way it should be. And then this guy is inputting 15 per minute, and it's going non-stop. This one, however, we need to wait for the buffer to fill up in this before it's completely ready to go. In fact, we can add some iron ingots to it now because we have some extra ones in our inventory. But once the buffer is completely full on this, then this is going to be receiving or taking in 45 per minute and running at full capacity too. Okay, and so this is outputting 30 iron plates per minute. This is outputting 60 screws per minute. If we go over to our assembler, we got 30 iron coming in, 60 screws coming in, and this guy should also be running. In fact, we can also fill that guy up and fill this guy up too, because we got all this excess. We might as well and let it go to town too. All right, so our first assembler is finally set up, and boy, what a pain in the ass that was. It was harder than it needed to be, but it's the way that it turned out. And we now have reinforced plate production happening. As soon as we let those build up a bit and we get a nice decent quantity, then we can start upgrading our belts that need to be upgraded to Mark II and go from there. Whew. All right, guys, so yeah, we're gonna do Mark II as soon as we get enough reinforced plates. Next up on the list, though, is going to be rotors and the let's actually look at the recipes. So yeah, we need to do modular frames rotors, and we're going to set up probably just a temporary thing to do smart plating, because we only need these for the space elevator. We don't need them for anything else other than the space elevator to get us to the next tiers. However, they are still worth making for feeding into the awesome sink, because you get a lot of points for these. They're pretty valuable. But the essential ones we have to set up for a more permanent installation are these two. So these two will be coming next. So this takes rods and screws, and this takes rods and reinforced plate. All right, that's what's coming up, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and if you did, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, and share the video, and we'll catch you in the next episode. Bye-bye.